Yay, look who's back. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good night to you, wherever you may be watching me from tonight. My name is Thelma Titi Ahamba, and I want to welcome you to tonight's episode of Chat with Themmy. I had a bit of emergency, and guess what? On Thursday, I went live with this week's or last week's guest feature session. And unfortunately, that was an error, but that got the most engagement. I know God wanted somebody to listen to that conversation, and Natalie Gates was on fire. Okay, by the time I realized that, oops, it was Thursday, and the video was already airing. I told my sister, I'm like, oh no, today's not Friday. I scheduled the thing for Thursday instead of Friday, so um, but that got the most engagement. A lot of people found it valuable. So I am so grateful that you guys saw value in that, even though it came up a day earlier. And God knew the devil was going to be busy. So he definitely, uh, you know, made me to make what seemed like a mistake ended up being something great because on Friday, I had some form of emergency that took a different turn with my weekend. Um, so kind of pushed my fatigue into Monday. So I apologize for not showing up yesterday. But on Thursday was fire, y'all. And tonight I am gonna be talking about gratitude. And we all know, or some people know, some people may not know that gratitude unlocks doors. Okay? Gratitude unlocks doors. All right. So if you do not know, or if you never had the idea that gratitude unlocks doors, well, take it from me because gratitude does unlock doors. Okay. But I am also here to celebrate. It has been fire in my business community, and one of our business partners unlocked a five-figure. Was it five-figure? Yes. No, I think it was a $5,000 lifetime bonus, right, for her business. And that just sent everybody on fire. And she's the first African to achieve that. Y'all, and it was just so massive. And I'm just sitting here going through the roller coaster of my day, and I'm like, yeah. And guess what? My salad youth and food, my business partner's on fire. My mentor, who happens to be my beloved cousin, is somewhere signing four-figure contracts. Y'all, it's just so amazing. And I want to start this session whilst talking about gratitude. I want to openly say their names. Um, Oprah Williams. I am so grateful you're in my life. You're not just my sister, you're not just my cousin, you're my amazing business partner. And we've been in this since college, girl. And I am so grateful to have you in my life. And then I met this amazing lady who happens to be my business coach, Miss Caroline Onfon. And I am so grateful to have you in my life, to just being a text away, okay? And always looking for opportunities to help me shine, looking for opportunities to help me showcase my talent and be of service to some amazing people in your space and in the business space as well. We've grown from a whole business relationship all the way to something completely personal and mutually beneficial. And I cannot I cannot overemphasize it, all right? You guys have been so amazing. Thanks for being in my corner. And guys, I am starting with gratitude because I want to tell you what gratitude can do. What did the Bible say about gratitude? The Bible says in everything we should give thanks, right? And then what's the story about? What's the story about when Jesus healed the 10 lepers? Yo, you can see the tiredness in my face, all right? When Jesus healed the 10 lepers, what happened? Only 10% of the 10. 10% of that 10 is one. Just one soul went back to say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for healing me. Thank you, Lord, for cleansing me. Thank you, Lord, for, making me whole. And we also what happened at the end, right? So there's sometimes, and recently I was watching a video, and then a guy, I think it was a Nigerian content creator, he was sharing something and say, Life is hard everywhere. When the people who you reach out to when they show up for you, no matter how little the ways in which they show up for you are, be grateful. And then I think if I can record clearly, the video went like this. He was like, that friend you're asking for 2K is looking up to their brother for 20K to do something, and the brother is looking up to the bank for a loan for 200K for a government contract. Government contract is going for 200 million or something like that. And that just sink in on a whole different level, because sometimes somebody may reach out to you, you may not be in a position to help them. And even if, and sadly, even if you've been there for them, okay, even if you've been there for them, this one time that you may be going through something, may not be in a position to help them, honestly, and the whole thing could just flip to say, well, this person's not good, this person's never been there for me when in my time of need. And they just tend to forget all the other times you've showed up for them. Okay, they just all of a sudden tend to forget all the times that you've shown up for them, all the times that you've been there for them. And sometimes you may just want to test people. Just say, okay, I've done X, Y, Z. Let me take a breather and see what I can do to see if this person really appreciate this. When you are, when somebody reaches out to you in their time of need, whether you are aware or you are not aware that the person is in a space where it's a low point, right? The gratitude you show, the appreciation you gave them, the the words of encouragement, or just showing them how grateful you are. Or sometimes just today I was thinking about the thing for the people that have shown up for you over the years, the people that have shown up for you whether consistently or inconsistently. Just randomly, don't wait for their birthday, don't wait for their celebration, don't wait for their anniversary, don't wait for any particular occasion. Just randomly send them something positive. Not just sharing memes, right? Send them a positive message to say you do a lot. You're going out there, you I don't know what season you're in right now, but I just want you to know that everything will be okay. People may look okay, but everybody's going through stuff. The fact that they're smiling, the fact, and that word of encouragement is a form of gratitude to let the person know that this person is thinking about me. I remember asking someone one time and say, "Oh, do you hear from your brother?" And he's like, "Well, that bro only calls me when he needs something." You don't want to be that person who only reaches out to your friends and family only when you need something. How do you think that make them feel? It make them feel like you're using them. All right. So apart from saying thank you, you could show gratitude in several ways. You could show gratitude in your attitude. Thank you so much, brother. You could show gratitude in your kindness towards other people. You could show gratitude by paying it forward. You could show gratitude by changing your mindset. You could show gratitude by changing your behaviors and your attitudes. Say, for instance, right? Let me paint a scenario for you. Um, you're always helping and helping and helping, or maybe you're always showing up for this person, and then the biggest form of gratitude you can ever receive is to see someone who you've been there for replicating that same effort to help someone else. No matter how much the person opened their mouth to say thank you or write you notes of appreciation, the fact that you were able to impact into them, or you were able to plant into them that seed of paying it forward to make the world a better place, that's the height of it. And guess what? That form, several for all the forms of gratitude open doors, but then there are heights to certain things. There are levels to certain things. Okay? Everybody's not going to be there for you. And the fact that someone can be there for you one time or today, you don't even know they're in your low lights. Sometimes just randomly send an encouraging message to someone. Some people may look like everything is okay, but everything is not well. A lot of us are out here fighting battles that we don't speak about. But every once in a while, when you're able to pass on some positive energy to someone or just send them a great message. Thank you, Coach. Your coach said gratitude is indeed a key. You just send them something, that person out of the blue would remember you. Okay? And the thing is, by showing gratitude or by building the attitude of gratitude, guess what? You're leaving footprints in people's minds about you. So when they walk into rooms where you've never been or you may never be, they could mention your name, and that doors that you've been praying for God to open, just a mention of your name in that room can unlock that doors that you've been fasting and praying for. And you may not even know. All right, you may not even know, you may not even talk to the person in a long while, but you stay top of mind because maybe you're checking on them, maybe they have impacted your life in a great way and you're paying it forward. Maybe you would randomly just send them, uh, an appreciation message, letting them know. And it's not only financial gain, people impact your life. Somebody is able to change your mindset. I'll give shout out to one more person, Leslie George. She's an amazing human. She's my cyber mother. Like, Leslie George is amazing. That woman literally helped me change my mindset about certain things, particularly about money, how I see money, how I react to money. Recently, I shared something, and I think someone recommended. I saw someone said they were interested in having that discussion, and someone recommended someone who's in the financial industry to share. Someone had posted, and I shared it on my Facebook to say, I'm sorry, to say, you would think money can solve all your problems until you get that money, right? Then you would know that money cannot solve all your problems. Some solutions are tied to your gratitude. Should I go to Bible? Why did the Bible say bring into the storehouse? Why did God say bring into the storehouse? When you bring into the storehouse, you're trying Him. Giving is a form of gratitude. Your 10% to God is a form of gratitude for opening that door, for making that way. If that is not part of your progress strategy or your success strategy, I encourage you to make it as part of your success strategy, as part of your business strategy. Okay? Giving is a form of gratitude. Serving is a form of gratitude. All right? So you could show gratitude in several ways. You could show gratitude in several different ways. And guess what? It's in your interest to show gratitude to people. It is in your interest. I am a living witness. I can tell you it is in your own interest. It is in my interest to be grateful. It is in my interest to be appreciative. It is in your interest to be grateful. It's in your interest to be appreciative. All right? Because, like I said, gratitude helps you to bond with people, it helps you to build relationships with people. Okay? I don't care how little that is. Maybe maybe you're a working mom. Maybe you're a working mom and you've hired a nanny to help take care of your kids. And she's doing so well, doing all the behind the scenes stuff. that could be wearing you out, that could be draining your energy and stuff like that. And then you're just this powerhouse in your zone of genius in your industry, at your workplace, in your business, and you're showing up like the excellently, like the queen that you are. How about the people? How about your support system? How about your support system? I was talking to someone recently, and I'm like, um, the thing about success is you don't get there alone. Look at musicians when they're on the stage singing. If the guitarist messed up a key, if the keyboardist messes up a key, if the saxophonist messes up a key, what happens to the musician? It flips everything, right? That's what happens. It flips every single thing. All right? It flips everything because the voice is not gonna come out great. It's gonna change the mood on the stage. As a leader, you need to develop the attitude of gratitude. Why? Your people that are supporting you will not feel used. When you appreciate people, you give yourself the opportunity to receive more from them. And you open up rooms for them to be able to pour more into you, more into your project, more into your job, more into whatever you're working on, more into your success. If you have a chef at home, that chef is saving you time. If you have a nanny at home, that nanny is taking care of your baby so you can be on that business call and close some sales. Why do you think companies have employees appreciation? In as much as they're paying you salary, you're helping them achieve their goals. All right? And ask yourself, if you're a 9 to 5er or if you're a business person, how do you feel when you're being appreciated? The butterflies in your belly lights you up and you feel so good, like, wow, my efforts are seen. That's how givers feel. They're appreciated. And guess what? As a company, when you appreciate your worker and you allow them to show up in their best form of their genius, guess what? They pour more into your company. They pour more into your business. They pour more into your bottom line. As a parent, when your child does something that's worth saying thank you, say thank you to the kid. That's how you teach them to say thank you. I've come to realize that kids will do more of what they see you do than they would ever do whatever you tell them to do. Kids are more likely to do more of what they see you do than they will ever do what you tell them to do. Okay? So instead of just saying do XYZ, show them to do the XYZ. Don't be a boss, be a leader. Instead of saying go, say let's go. This is how it's done. And honestly speaking, I'm learning a lot of things from my baby. Okay? Let me drop this right here. I'm learning a lot of things from my baby. When you say ah, you say ah. Like today, it's like okay, he was clapping and then the doctor was not clapping. And he stopped and looked at her for a while and he did like this again. Like I'm clapping. Why are you not clapping? I'm excited. Why are you not excited? You know? So the thing about gratitude is a two-way street. Gratitude is a give and take. You don't offer gratitude or you don't express gratitude because you want something in return. It's just automatic. What happens when you give to God? What happens when you give to people? The Bible says it is blessed to give than to receive. It is blessed to give anything. And here's the thing about giving. The law of giving is simple. The more you give, the more you receive. It doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative. You give more negative stuff, you'll get more negative things in return. You give more positive things, you will get more positive things in return. True of us. How many of us have come across a very toxic person or maybe some toxic people, and then, the day somebody finally stands up to them or stands up to that bully, and then everybody goes like, yeah, finally you got your match. Finally, someone has finally stood up to you. How many of us have been in that space? That's the thing about giving. Giving unlock doors. Gratitude unlock doors. Okay? So, whatever somebody does for you in word, in deeds, in actions, emotionally, financially, physically, express gratitude. And it's not only by saying thank you. Sometimes the givers want to be given to. They want to know what it means to give. I remember this year's Mother's Day when we were taking my mom out. She was so panicky, like, where are you guys taking me? Are we going to see this person? Are we going to that person? And casually I just told her, this is what happens when you're always the one giving, 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 and you're not used to getting things in return. And then you're like, I wonder what this person's doing. You don't a lot of givers don't expect anything because they don't even think people are going to give them. But sometimes the givers want to be given to. Sometimes the listener wants to be listened to. They want to be heard. Sometimes the receiver wants to be received. Okay? So gratitude can come in a lot of different forms. It could come in a change behavior. Gratitude is thank you. Gratitude is you paying it forward. Gratitude is you changing your mindset. Imagine you do someone wrong and the person says, I forgive you. The way you can express gratitude for that forgiveness is to change behavior, not just to say thank you and walk away. And when you change your behavior, we're all humans and we're bound to err. But if you continue to err with the same activities, it moves from an error now. It becomes a decision. It becomes a choice that you're doing this over and over and over and over again just to hurt this person. So if you're saying sorry and the person says thank you, if you're saying sorry and the person says I forgive you, guess what? The best way you can show appreciation to that person is to turn a new leaf. Okay? It's to turn a new leaf. When you turn a new leaf, it doesn't mean you won't hurt them again, but you turning a new leaf means you will not go the same route. All right? It means you'll be cautious to make that same mistake. Because if you keep going over and over and over something, guess what? It's a choice now. It's a choice. It's not a mistake anymore. All right? The thing is, when you turn a new leaf after someone have said, I forgive you, when you turn a new leaf as an appreciation, you unlock another layer of their softness that when you make another mistake, not the same mistake, you can't be doing things over and over and over and over and over. And and Jesus is 70 times 7, but some people really be going more than 70 times 7. When you turn a new leaf, you unlock another level of softness and forgiveness in that person's heart. They know that, yeah, this person didn't mean to. The last time they did XYZ to me, they actually made an effort to 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 make a U-turn, to turn around, to turn a new leaf. Okay? So I want to encourage you to develop an attitude of gratitude. Like I started earlier, my coaching, my business has been amazing. Leslie George has been amazing. Um, Kara is my business coach. She's been amazing. Oprah, who's my business partner and business mentor, she is amazing. Okay. And I started by saying thank you to them. And I just wanted to say publicly. I always do say to them privately, but I just wanted to say publicly. And when you have a very strong support system, you know the power it gives you? When you appreciate people that were there for you in your downtime, guess who shows up for you when you want to celebrate? I don't care where they are, they will show up for you physically and virtually and emotionally and financially. Like they will just show up for you. They'll definitely show up for you. Okay? So you want to make sure that you develop an attitude of gratitude, because not just because it unlocks doors, but you want to be able to move your life that way. It's such a breath of fresh air knowing that you are appreciated for the sacrifices you make. For instance, say you're going somewhere and maybe you have an appointment and then your kids need to go to school and different things, and you call this friend. Oh, sorry. You call this friend, hey, can you drop the kids at school for me? Do you have time to help me drop my kids at school? And they're like, yeah, and that person's like 10, 15 minutes away from your home. They're not giving you 10, 15 minutes of their time. They're giving you close to 30 minutes of their time. Because guess what? It's a to and fro journey. When you ask somebody for $1 and they give you a cent, be grateful. You could be grateful by paying it forward. You could be grateful by saying thank you to them. You could be grateful by, you know, putting yourself in a position in the future to be able to offer help to some other people. Okay? Those are ways you can be grateful to people who's helped you. If someone has been there for you emotionally, my friend, one way you can be grateful to that person is to finally grow and not to find yourself in that same hole every single time where you were before you reach out for help. No, you'll just be draining their energy. You'll just be draining their energy. Okay? If somebody is there for you financially, one way you can show gratitude to that person is to use whatever they gave you in that moment to empower yourself. So even if you reach out for help the next time, it will not be almost immediately, or it will not be in the same category. Okay? Gratitude unlocks doors. Gratitude does unlock doors. I need to edit this thing. Give me a second. And I'll be wrapping up shortly. I'll be wrapping up very shortly. All right. One way you can show gratitude, like I said, is to change mind, is to pay it forward, is to say thank you, is to empower yourself so you can be of help to someone else, is to change behavior. Okay? These are some ways you can express your gratitude. So, as a wrap up tonight, I hope tonight's discussion inspires you, gives you a whole new perspective, or sort of emphasize what you already know. Okay? I wish you guys all the best. Thanks so much for being on this journey with me, whether you're watching from YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. I need to get back to Instagram. It's just limited resources. I'm trying to stretch a little bit. But I am so grateful that you are on this journey with me, and I do not take you for granted. All right? And remember to willingly and randomly celebrate someone. Send a positive message to at least 3 people that you thought about saying thank you to. 3 people that have done so well in your life for you. 3 people that have impacted you. Send them a positive message. Times are hard. People are struggling behind the scenes. They could use a positive message from you. It would mean the world to them. To say, wow, you actually thought of me. That's a form of gratitude. To say, I'm thinking of you, you've added so much value to my life. That's a form of gratitude. Okay? So I wish you all the best wherever you are. Have a wonderful, we're into Wednesday already. Have a wonderful Wednesday, whether it's in the night, whether it's in the morning, or it's in the afternoon. Enjoy your midweek. August is still fresh. What? Oh boy, it's not so fresh. We're in the middle of August already, y'all. But I wish you all the best. I hope your gratitude will unlock doors to your dreams, doors to your prayers that you're praying. Have a wonderful night. Good night.